Linda Campbell and others in Nova Scotia's deaf community are trying to preserve Maritime Sign Language.
So if we lose MSL, we're losing that. You're losing that experience. You're losing the history, that perspective, how traditions have been passed down. And so it's really important to acknowledge the language that we have, that it's here, and to preserve it in order to continue the use of MSL.
They're archiving videos that show examples of MSL and preserving the language in films such as the documentary Halifax Explosion, The Deaf Experience. MSL has been used in plays, and they've even made a map of place names in Atlantic Canada. For those who still speak it, they feel anxious about losing the language.
Youth today would be a good, example for them to see that history, because a lot of them are not aware of it, and so that's one of the reasons why we want to preserve Maritime Sign Language.
Betty McDonald says there's no formal class to teach MSL, and it's not commonly taught.
And so I think that's another reason why we want to videotape Maritime Sign Language, have it preserved, so that more and more interpreters who are taking the program can learn Maritime Sign Language as well. So we want to keep that language alive.
But Campbell says although there are fewer fluent MSL speakers, the language is still used here.
Right now, surprisingly, MSL is still under the surface. So many people here, when they come to Nova Scotia for the first time, and they go, they don't understand this dialect. And it's because MSL is being used. And it's been blended with ASL.
Campbell says they're documenting the language as best they can, but right now they're still trying to find the best way to keep the language alive for future generations. Emma Davey, CBC News, Halifax.